Welcome back, everybody. It's Lucy Ray. If you're new here, click the red subscribe button. If you aren't new here, welcome back. And for everyone, welcome to this week's video. I'm going to be finding my makeup routine. It is about time. It's 2025. I know how to somewhat do my makeup, but I don't be knowing what I'm doing at the same time. Today, I'm going to be actually following a makeup routine that I found on TikTok. But before we do that, we got some new products. So I already went ahead, did my skin prep, I washed my face, did my little skincare, and we're gonna go ahead and get into these new products, toss out the old, in with the new. So let's go ahead and get ready. So this is my makeup bag. She's just this nice blue floral bag. Got it from the TikTok shop and I absolutely love it. Blue's my favorite color, so it was really cute, simple. I didn't need no big bag or no big tote because I don't do my makeup often. Number one, don't have a lot of products. And so I just needed something that would be able to fit the minimum stuff that I have in here. Although she does look a little chunky, but I promise you, I don't have a whole lot. In this Amazon box, I went ahead and got some new makeup product. I did zoom the camera in, so I might zoom it out so that way y'all can like see because I don't have my um wide lens on because sometimes it gives a little bit of a glare. But I do have some new makeup products in this box right here that I got today. Um, like I said, I do have a job interview tomorrow. So my mom was like, make sure you do something with your makeup, just something slight, something slim. And I looked at my makeup bag and realized that I don't really have like the proper things that would probably like get me right, looking good, interview ready. So I went ahead and just got some like probably 6 or 7 things. And they are travel size and very small and compact because this is just a trial and error. And hopefully, if I like what I do, like what I can do, then I'll eventually get like more of the same thing or a bigger bottle. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the different things that I got and then toss out the old things. So the first things first is this pressed powder. I already have a loose powder, but when I was watching like on TikTok and like all the girlies makeup routine, they say it's best to have both. Um, they say that you don't need like a banana powder one. And me personally, I don't really like I guess you can say like too bright of an under eye. So I got this light pressed powder and then not my loose powder, my finish, and then I got this light pressed powder, and then for my finishing loose powder, it's like the same shade as my skin tone, which I like because I don't want it to look too bright. So I got this one right here. It's Rimmel London powder. You can see the camera a little bit, but that's okay. It is Stay Matte. I do have oily skin, so I don't really want my makeup to look dewy or anything like that because I already have oily skin as it is, and we're trying to steer away from that. So a lot of the things that I got are made for like that matte finish. So I also got some setting spray, and I got the e.l.f. Matte Magic Mist and Set. Okay. I also went ahead and got a new foundation. This was so crucial. I have had the same foundation since middle school, and that's because I needed makeup for a performance. I did get the e.l.f. shade in Nutmeg, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I got the Nutmeg shade. And what I was using before was the Fit Me, and it was 360 Mocha. I got some concealer, also e.l.f. 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 I can't speak, but I also got e.l.f. Most of this is e.l.f. products, but not all of it is. But I did get some concealer that's about a shade lighter than me. I didn't get a brightening concealer or like a concealer that would be 2 shades lighter than me, just because I wanted to try this out first. So we'll see how this turns out today. But I did want to go ahead and get some concealer because I've never had the right shade of concealer. I want to show you guys the concealer that I've been using. In which, if you guys have seen my Get Ready With Me video, then you know what concealer I'm talking about. I have been using this Pro Conceal concealer that is definitely too light for me. This probably isn't even 2 shades lighter than me. Or maybe I could use this as a brightening concealer. Um, but I feel like maybe just a shade darker might be better. I don't know. I went ahead and also got some new blush. I do use blush in my current makeup routine. It's a powder blush, but it's the same blush that I've been using since middle school. Same thing as my foundation. She is worn in. Started using her in middle school for a performance and just been using it ever since. And middle school, 7th grade was probably about 6 years ago for me. I'm 21. This is what it looks like, and it's also fit me. Back then, I guess I was using a lot of fit me products or what have you, something that was just easy for like a one time use. But of course, I don't have any other type of makeup, so it's all I had used. So yeah, and also I wanted to try a liquid blush instead of a powder blush. I know it's probably best to have both. I have seen that in makeup routines, so I might top this off with this. Also wanted to get a color that would look um, beautiful on my skin tone. A lot of the makeup routines that I have been watching have, of course, been dark skinned girls like me, because I'm not going to, follow a makeup routine and, the girl don't look like me and I end up looking like a clown. Obviously I would get the products in my shade, but, different things work for different people. And I've also like different face shapes and stuff like that. So I have more of I don't really have a round face, but I feel like she's kind of an elongated round, if that makes sense. I don't have a square face either though. So like I've been trying to like, peep the different face shapes as well, because the direction of how I'm going to be applying these products could affect that as well. Um, So yes, and all these products will be listed in my description box below. All of this stuff I got off of Amazon. So if you're also trying to tap into your beauty, some like I felt like I needed a new hobby at the same time, because like I just wanted something different to do. And I like to do my makeup whenever I have to go to events or go, somewhere cute, So it's always nice to be able to say like, oh yeah, I did my makeup myself. Like, and it's not like, and I don't want to make it seem like, oh, like I'm trying to do my makeup every day, because I'm not. I just want to be able to find a routine that I know that I can do on my own. So whenever, the next event or something important comes up, I know how to do my makeup. Point blank simple. So I got this one right here. It's Lake Rain Beauty. And this is like the cute little bottle that it comes in. When I saw this, it low-key looked like a Rare Beauty dupe, which it probably is, if I'm being honest. And it just looks so cute and travel size, something small that I can fit inside my bag, which is something that I need. I won't be doing lashes in this video, just for the purpose of like trying to put lashes on, which is never a problem for me, but like I'm gonna put the lashes on tomorrow whenever I have to go to my job interview. I'm not about to waste a good lash clusters for today, just for this video. And then the two last things that I got, I'm gonna put the box down now. The two last things that I got are brow pencils. Okay. Now these aren't really brow pencils, these are eyeliner. And I didn't realize that until after I bought them. But if you know, makeup can be used for any part of your face. I use eyeshadow as bronzer. So literally I will be using these for my brows and lip liner if need be. But these are mostly for my brows. So it's time to go ahead and tap into this new makeup routine. And so now it is time to go ahead and throw these old products away. Specifically, my foundation that just does not match me. I have this Smoke and Mirrors brow palette. We may or may not be throwing away the concealer, but I kind of need to because she's also empty at the same time. Like there's not much left in her, so we're gonna probably use her today for the sake of like brightening concealer. But after this video, she's going in the trash, and then everything else is pretty much still staying in my little makeup routine. And it's time to go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm going to be kind of going back and forth between my phone, y'all, my mirror, and repeat. Okay, so I'm looking at three different things. So I went ahead and got the video pulled up. I'm about to go ahead and start making my short form content, and yeah, and then we'll go back and forth from my phone to the actual video itself, and then also trying to talk to y'all and explain what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go ahead with the e.l.f. primer, and she said to just tap it in and let it sit for about good 30 seconds. So I'm going to be doing exactly that. I don't know how much I should add, if I'm being honest. I don't have like the little pump, so I'm hoping that this is enough. I don't know. A lot of people say that, you should like, you know, go the whole 9 yards or what have you, but I really don't know how much to put in. I'm trying not to like rub it, but it's kind of hard not to rub it in. I feel like it's not grippy enough, so maybe I should like add more. I really don't think I added enough, if I'm being honest. So we are gonna go ahead with some more, just so that we know that the makeup is going nowhere. So let's pat her in. Brows. I don't have any type of gel. I didn't get any like eyebrow gel, which might be the next thing that I probably get after this, but we're just gonna go ahead and do our brows like normal. I feel like my brows don't ever really go anywhere, but I'm pretty sure it would probably look a little bit better if I did have some type of gel to make it later. But this is this eyebrow. This eyebrow needs to like, I'm trying to get used to. Okay, so that's this eyebrow. I feel like she needs a little bit more attention right here. But that's that eyebrow. So we're gonna go ahead with this eyebrow. This eyebrow is my favorite eyebrow. It's perfect. Okay. She's not too thick, but she's not skinny at all. Like I have eyebrows, like you could tell I have eyebrows, of course. But she's like that perfect thickness and that perfect shape at the same time. I just love this eyebrow so much, and I'd be so scared to fuck it up because it's my perfect eyebrow. Like it really is. So I'm gonna go and do exactly what I did. Trace my bottom line. I'm trying to do this like right in a sense because I don't want to mess it up. And then tracing the bottom. Now I will say my eyebrows are completely different. This side is much rounder, and then this side is much sharp. So like when I try to follow my actual brow bone, they're always gonna kind of come out differently. But I mean, it's my eyebrow, so I don't really I don't really have an issue with my eyebrows, not being the same because my eyebrows aren't identical. They're not going to ever look the same in my opinion. So I don't really make a big deal about them not coming out to the same, because that's not my end goal. That's not what I'm trying to do. Now I want to go ahead with this side and kind of fluff her and make sure that there's no holes or anything I might talk about. So now I try not to make my eyebrows completely too much different, because then they just don't look good at all. So yeah. So I like this side just so much better. It's just crazy. I might do, I feel like this side has a little bit more on the bottom. I'm gonna fix this side. Alrighty, so that's the most I'm gonna do with my brows. Okay. Next, she went in with her foundation. This one right here I use as my foundation brush because it's like a little flat. It's just a flat brush. So we're gonna go ahead and use this one for our foundation. Okay, one thing that I did realize that she did was she went ahead and she already did her eyebrows as far as like concealing them. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that as well. I wish she would have done that in the actual video, but yeah, I kind of already noticed it because I can see it on her face. But I don't really have two flats of a brush. And I think I'm going to use this shade. She's over there watching her stuff. I'm gonna go ahead with this one right here is, I know what shade this is. Deep chestnut it should be. If I get it wrong, I'll put it on the screen. But I'm gonna go ahead and with this and conceal my brows. This is like so much better than that concealer that I have been using. Like, I don't know what I was doing. Alrighty. I'm not really the best at doing this step either, because sometimes I do it a little bit too wonky and it ends up like messing up my brow that I just did. So I'm trying to like do this as good as possible, but of course, like I said, this is just a learning experience and hopefully will improve. That's the goal, is to improve as time goes on. And right now we're just trying to find the proper steps in all of this and how I can get my makeup to look nice and flawless. Because whenever I do my makeup, she never looks like that good, soft, matte finish. And I love looking at that on people. And even when I get my makeup done, I love seeing that on my face. So it's kind of like I'm just trying to find how to do all of that at the same time. Alrighty. So I've done that. And now I'm going to go ahead and with this smaller brush here. So sitting down, watching Miss Rachel. No touch. I'm not about to let her mess in that makeup. No touch. No. So I'm going ahead and just blending out my makeup, blending out the concealer part of my brows. And I'm going to kind of go in the middle as well, just so I know that she looks good. Yeah. You see Titi doing her makeup? Say makeup. No, no, no touch, baby. Uh-uh. She just sees stuff and is like so curious. Like, no, no, no. You think it's a game. Mm-mm. No, 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 baby. You can make my phone fall at that point. All right, so I think I am done with the brows. This looks really good. Looks really good. This is like the perfect concealer that I have been needing. It is not too bright at all. So now we're going to go ahead with our foundation. And hopefully this is like the perfect. And oh my gosh. It looks like the perfect shade. So we're going in with our foundation. And she looks like the perfect shade. And I'm just so excited. Hold on. Because I think I did something. Oh my gosh. She's perfect. She is what I needed. And I'm just patting this into my face. She said not to get too close to my eyes, so I'm trying to avoid that. Trying to avoid that at all costs. And one thing that I do know to do is to like, get under your neck just in case, because you want everything to like be blended in, and you don't want it to be like a very harsh line between your neck and she also said to like a very key thing is to make sure that your brow concealer is really well blended out, so that way whenever you do put your foundation on, it doesn't look so harsh. And I think I did a really good job with making sure of that, but you can also tell that they are concealed at the same time. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put some on my eyelids as well, because but she looks amazing. Like, she looks so good. And my battery on my camera is dying. I really wish I need to definitely get another battery for my camera, because I currently only have one and it might end up being a problem. Can I finish this video before she dies? I don't think so. I have been filming for about a good hour. I know it doesn't seem like an hour, but like I've been filming for about a good hour. All right, so we're gonna see what the next step is.
Well, next you're gonna go in with some concealer, and I like using my Too Faced Blend This Way concealer in chestnut, and I like using one dot. You don't really need that much product. I also like applying it to my chin, but you don't have to. And now we're just gonna do a little bit of contouring, and I like using my Matchstick by Fenty in the color Espresso, and I like making a fish face when I do my contour. The other side. And then to make sure that everything is blended out properly, I like using a skin refresher spray. And then you're gonna go in with a brush or beauty blender to blend everything out, but I like using my brush. And you wanna make sure that you're lightly.
Okay, so she went in with her concealer next. I don't have her like a medium like size brush compared to like this one right here. So what I'm going to end up doing is using this one to blend out my concealer, and hopefully she does just fine. And then she went ahead and like sprayed some mist, which I heard is best to like, use setting spray in between. So I'm gonna set my face after I do my concealer. She had a cream bronzer, but I don't have that. So therefore I'm gonna go ahead and set my face first and then put on my powder bronzer. And she does like dots or what have you. And then blends her out. So with this brush. And I'm kind of like doing it at an angle. I definitely feel like I need more. I look a little weird. It looks like we're gonna see what that does because I think I was supposed to let it sit as well and let her get a little tacky. But this looks much better. I'm trying not to drag her. I feel like that's the mistake that I also did was drag her. So I'm trying to just pat her in. She looks really good on camera. I will say that. She looks really good on camera. And I'm just trying to carry her out. I let this one sit a while, so hopefully, yeah, she looks much better now that I let this one here sit. So I probably really didn't need that much, but okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and with my setting spray and just try to set this in, and then we're gonna go into our contour. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that sit in, and now we're gonna go ahead. Like I said in the beginning, I use a eyebrow palette for my contour just because I found this really like perfect shade that I absolutely love. And I like to do my flat angled brush whenever I am doing my contour slash bronzer. Honestly feel like it's the same thing, but I always go in with this shade. As you can see, she's the most that's like spread out. So I'm gonna go in with this shade for my bronzer. She said make fish lips, so that's what we're gonna do. I didn't even bronze my forehead. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is try to kind of like blend her out a little bit more. Kind of lift her up with it so it doesn't look like this harsh line. Low-key feel like I'm better with my left hand at blending. I feel like I have more control with this hand. I absolutely don't know why. So she's looking really nice. So now I'm going to go ahead and with my pressed powder, and I am going to be using a beauty blender for this step, and I'm just going to go ahead and just press her in. Just to kind of go ahead and set in my concealer, make sure she's not going anywhere as well. And then the very next step that she went in with is blush, which I'm so excited to use. And I'm so excited to show you guys the brush that I use specifically for my blush, which you can tell is my blush brush because she's pink, because I've used her so many times with my powder blush. So I'm going to go ahead and with blush. I'm going in with this Link Rain. I'm going in with this Lake Rain beauty brand. I'm going in with this Lake Rain beauty brand for my blush. And she is very liquidy. I don't know exactly how much to use. I know people talk about blush blindness all the time. So I'm going to go in with 1 dot or 2. And then 2 on that side. And we're going to see what happens because I'm so scared. I'm not. Whoa. I heard it's best to kind of keep. I definitely should have used 1. I definitely should have used 1. I heard it's best to keep like the harshness in the middle. We'll probably go back over with some. This side just looks so much better. Like she looks more. This is definitely harsh. And she's looking at very harsh on camera. Well, this side looks like it's blending out beautifully. I'm not gonna hold you. But this side looks like it's so much. I'm really trying to like do this before the camera like cuts me off. Does that make sense? Just trying to kind of blend her out some more. This is definitely a lot. All right, now I want to go back here just to see how she kind of like balances it out.
Mix two liquid blushes together, and these are from Juvia's Place in the color Blush Lily and Barbie Rose. And because they're very pigmented, you just want to add like a dot each. If you use too much, it's gonna be a disaster. Trust me, I have been there. And then you're gonna use like a brush to blend everything out. Next, we're gonna go in with some powder, and I love using my Huda Beauty baking powder. It's like the holy grail of powders. And I'm just going to use a powder puff to apply the powder.
All right, so I want to go back in with my powder. So hopefully she kind of cancels out all this blush. Just to kind of like basically let it stay. And, you know, kind of, I feel like this side just looks so much better. And it definitely looks more subtle on this camera. And this side just looks very, so that's why I'm trying to go in with like so much on this side, because she's very out there. After that, she went in with bronzer, but I already did that. So I think what I'm going to do is probably go in with some more, just because of how bright everything is. Is this it? Yeah. I was looking for you. Mostly on this side, just because of the fact that like there's just a lot going on right here. And this side just looks so much better. But this is all a learning experience, so I probably won't do so much of this blush tomorrow for my job interview. Look, you feel like I put too much bronzer on the side than on the side. Like, look at the difference. I'm probably gonna have to put some more of the loose powder right here, just to kind of make her a little bit brighter and not so much into my skin.
We're gonna go in with some blush, and I like using my Juvia's Place Volume 4 palette and just applying it to the apples of your cheek. And now that you're done,
so then she went in with a powder blush, which is this blush that I use thoroughly. Gonna go back in with a powder blush just to kind of, and this one here is definitely lighter, so I feel like, you know, she'll look much better in this sense. I feel like she looks, put a little bit on my nose just to kind of bring her to life. I realized that I didn't do much with my nose as far as like contouring or anything, which I think is something that I kind of would want to do. At this point, I'm just trying to kind of bring the blush out. Hey. Mwah. She loves to give kisses. Huh? Low-key, she looks really nice. It looks a little harsh on camera, but I promise it's not that bad on here. And I feel like because I don't have on any lashes or anything, it looks kind of weird. I am going to do some on my eye. just to kind of bring some color to my lips because I didn't do anything to my eyes. So then she went in with setting spray to kind of finish everything off. I didn't do my lips or anything. All that's on my lips right now is Vaseline. But I'm going to go ahead and set my face. Make sure that she's not going anywhere. Okay, and then we're going to fan. No. See, she's about to get into my brushes. No, ma'am. Get out. Stay out, TT brushes. Stay out, TT makeup. Alrighty. Letting her dry. No, my hair is not looking the best right now, but we just have her fluffed out for right now. So my camera did die, so we're going to have to finish this on my phone. So I'm going to go ahead with a lip combo. I have the same eyebrow pencil lip liner that I used for my eyebrows. And then I also have this also lip liner that I got from Shein probably about a month ago. And then this shade for my lip combo. So we're going to try something out here. I kind of want to go in with the lighter shade first, and I think the Shein lip liner is the lighter one. I tried to get the Vaseline off my lips. And I just love how she glides on like butter. I'm gonna rub her in a little bit. Okay. And now see how like she's kind of like, I guess, what's the case? Kind of gone a little bit. I think this one right here will be much more lasting. I might need to just play around. So it's literally perfect. And that is the finished makeup look. I think I kind of did a little, I think I ate just a little bit here and there. But I definitely think I could probably do some things to change her up a little bit, and kind of make it my own. But I do like it. I went so hard with the blush. Definitely should have done one dot like she did, but I was like, no, let me try two, and it kind of just went a lot of places. Although this side looks very better, like it looks much better. It's much more subtle, and then this side looks very harsh. So I think I should have definitely done one dot. Probably would have got a better result for both sides. But other than that, I love everything about this makeup look. She just looks amazing in my opinion. Like she looks really, really good. And I'm so proud of myself. So hopefully I can like make it better, continue to progress, and that's the finished makeup look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for next week's video, and I'll see you guys then.